We've came here to this bunker, the BitSocket bunker, to talk to you about this year's biggest game. Last week Joe was talking to you about Gran Turismo. That's maybe this year's biggest driving game, but I'm talking about the biggest game of the year. Most sales, biggest media launch of all time. I've come here today to talk to you about Call of Duty Black Ops. When me and Joe started BitSocket, the idea was to look at some brilliant gems to help celebrate how great this generation was. Last week you had Joe look at Gran Turismo 5. You know what? Not perfect, but brilliant fun to play in a game with tons of depth. This game though, doesn't work for me. The way I'm going to look at it is, imagine if Call of Duty Black Ops was a £45 dinner. So first, let's look at the single player. Let's look at the wee starter, your wee bruschetta, covered in cherry tomatoes and mozzarella cheese. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how bland it is. Let's talk about how I'd want a refund if it was a starter that I'd eaten. Let's talk about how that it's for a game that only takes 5 hours to complete in single player, it feels twice as long because it's boring. I thought in the last game, Modern Warfare 2, it was exciting, it was fun. You know what, it was brief, it didn't really matter that the story meant nothing. It was fun, it was a spectacular adventure. This game, however, is more like a trip to Loudoun Castle theme park. Why are you there? Who knows? Maybe Ed Harris knows. Certainly never told me. And now on to the main course, which is the multiplayer. And let's be honest, why do you buy Call of Duty? It's not for the starter, it's not for the single player, it's for the multiplayer. And in this respect, Treyarch have really kind of pushed the boat out. It's like going into a restaurant saying, I'll have the steak please, medium rare. And when it arrives, you get a jacket potato, some french fries, some mashed potato, a pizza, some spaghetti, and another guy's fish. It's like they've given you the multiplayer and they've covered a massive table and features. It's, oh, you can have camouflage in your face, you can have camouflage in your gun, you can change what you're wearing, you can change the attachments for your gun, you can change your gun, you can change every single thing about it. And it's boring. I know you can't say this about this game because no one really does, but it's worse than the last game. It's worse than Modern Warfare 2. Why? Because it can be. Because maybe you've been spoiled once by a multiplayer experience that was straightforward, simple, gave you what you wanted, even though folk are nuking the crap out of you all the time, gave you what you wanted. This game, oh, me too, let's have a bit of that, have a bit of that. You know what? Boring. Right. Once you've gorged yourself on your wee starter and your massive big overblown, overpriced multiplayer, that leaves you the wee dessert, the wee thing to make everything go well. And that's the zombies. The zombies didn't really interest me, if I'm being honest. The zombies just plays like Left 4 Dead in a room. That's it. You've got a room, you've got to defend it from zombies, one other 3 guys, or if you're playing it in single player, 1 guy. That's it. Didn't really blow me away. It was alright, got the joke, lasted 5 minutes. Not really good enough. You know what? I don't even have Call of Duty Black Ops anymore. I got rid of it and got a cracking driving game instead. You know why? Because it was boring. And there's nothing worse than a boring first person shooter. Just like there's nothing worse than a bad meal. Because when you've paid £45 for it, that's the money gone. I'm not going to be coming back to this restaurant. I'm not going to buy the next Call of Duty game. I'm just going to say, you know what? Enjoy it. But you're not for me. Not anymore.